The following stories are real. All suspects are morons until proven otherwise. This is a Came from Evansville Watch.
And this is my favorite part about Mondays. Welcome to a Came from Evansville Watch. Of course, I'm sure you know by now, Evansville Watch is a Facebook and Twitter organization. What they do is they monitor the police radio here in Evansville, the surrounding communities, and when something happens, they will tweet or status update about what the story is.
Yep.
That keeps the community informed, and also sometimes it keeps us, laughing.
Sure.
Because sometimes things happen that are so weird that they could only happen here in Evansville.
Right.
So, Kat, what has come from Evansville Watch over the past 7 days?
All right, Rob, remember that I read these as they're written. Some of them are strange, some of them are funny, some of them are just plain Evansville. And, of course, big shout out to Chandel for gathering them for us.
Yes, thank you, Chandel.
We are going to start with a hazard check welfare call on westbound Lloyd Expressway at Barker Avenue. Vehicle stopped in the median occupied by 2 elderly females.
They were just stopped in the roadway?
In the median.
Oh, in the median.
That always makes me really sad. Going the wrong way or something.
All I can think is damn you two old ladies for validating the stereotype that women can't drive.
Kat beat me to it.
You are what is wrong in the world.
I was going to say, the fact that they're old matters nothing. You know, it's just 2 women in a car, so of course they're on the median.
Right. Dispatch, intoxicated driver in a minivan in the drive-thru at McDonald's, Highway 41 in Morgan Avenue. Intoxicated driver in their minivan in the drive-thru.
Okay.
Dispatch theft at Walmart on Burkhart Road. 3 female suspects walked out of the store with bags full of merchandise.
I'm assuming they didn't pay for them.
No. That would be why it started with theft at Walmart.
Okay, true.
Disorderly conduct at McDonald's, Highway 41 North. 2 females arguing in the bathroom. A man is walking in and out of the bathroom.
Of the female bathroom?
Apparently.
That sounds like this McDonald's has had some excitement this past week.
Those are two different McDonald's, but yeah. Let's see. Theft at Walmart East. Male and female suspects stole beer and other items. Male suspect took off running, last seen behind Home Depot.
Interesting.
Stole beer.
And then ran to Home Depot.
And ran to Home Depot. Customer trouble at Old Holiday Inn Express on Elpers Road. Subjects trash their room, refusing to leave, and yelling at employees.
But I think they're rock stars all of a sudden.
I was going to say, when did Motley Crue get to Evansville?
I don't remember that story either, but okay.
2 juveniles are in front of the building, tearing up landscaping, pulling up flowers, and throwing rocks at passing cars. West Columbia at Columbia Healthcare, EPD en route.
That is just such a jerk move.
Agreed.
To throw things at passing cars.
Intoxicated male in the 100 block Chestnut and Southeast 1st Street area. A male is attempting to climb a fire escape. Caller is almost certain he does not live there. Officers en route.
I'm like 99% sure this guy trying to break into the apartment does not live here.
Yeah. Good grief. Downtown dispatch. Check welfare call at Main Street and 3rd Street. Female is standing on the corner yelling at everyone.
Well, at least she's not discriminating.
No.
You know, just everyone's on the receiving end of her barbs.
Absolutely.
I like stuff like that.
Hold up in the 400 block of Jackson Avenue. Caller said her stepson came into house and stole items, assaulted her husband. EPD investigating.
Huh. All right.
Kind of crazy.
Sounds like an interesting household.
Possible intoxicated male at Fulton Avenue and Lohoff Avenue. Man with a bicycle keeps falling off the bicycle, can barely stand up.
Well, at least he's not behind the wheel of a car.
There is that.
You know, there is that.
Suspicious circumstances. 1700 block of Pollock. Caller hears people running in the woods and sees a lot of flashlights. EPD en route.
That's creepy.
I don't even know what to say about that one.
All I could think is maybe they're playing like
flashlight tag?
Yeah.
That's awesome if that is the case.
But
not in the woods.
I can see how it would freak somebody out too. Hazard check welfare call on westbound St. George Road at Highway 41. Man wearing a fluorescent shirt is jumping into traffic.
What is with this?
Dude, if you're trying to be inconspicuous while jumping into traffic, a fluorescent shirt is not the way to go if you were actually wanting to get hit by a car.
It turns out that was the only shirt that he had, Kat. And he is giving people who like fluorescent shirts, like myself, a bad name.
There you go. Dispatch Wagner Avenue and Kentucky Avenue, which is right over here, Rob.
Not far from us?
Right over here.
Okay.
Report of a four-wheeler and go-kart driving around the area at a high rate of speed. a four-wheeler, and a go-kart.
Okay.
In the area of Wagner and Kentucky Avenues. Hazard.
What is happening in the city?
No idea. Hazard, Lloyd and Weinbach Avenue exit. Male dancing in the street and in traffic. Officer en route to check his welfare.
There's one every single week. Somebody doing something strange in the streets. This time they happen to be dancing in the streets.
Are you going to play it? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, sorry.
Because we're dancing.
You want the Van Halen one? Yeah, me too.
Dancing in the streets.
Hold on. I got it for you here, Kat. This one for the man. Where was this? Where was he dancing?
This was the Lloyd and Weinbach.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
So this is someone who wanted to be seen.
Yes.
My word.
He was dancing in the street and in traffic.
How do I always miss this stuff?
I don't know.
All right.
3 more for you.
For the crazy man at Lloyd and Weinbach, a little Van Halen for your Monday morning. Keep on dancing, sir. Dancing in the streets. What else you got there, Kat?
Nice post check.
Thank you. I've been hitting posts like crazy lately.
I noticed. Going ham, Rob.
Thank you. Ham on some posts.
3 more. 1300 block covert at Burger King. Intoxicated male in the bathroom. He has defecated himself.
Oh.
EPD en route.
I mean, I don't know if I should feel bad for the guy or if I should laugh at him. Can I laugh at him?
Sure.
What if he had a problem? I mean, it happens to the
He had a
best of us.
problem. He was drunk.
I mean, is that what it was?
Intoxicated male in the bathroom. He's defecated.
I must have missed the word intoxicated. I apologize.
Well, you were listening to the super sexy swinging sounds of Van Halen.
That's right. It's DLR.
All right. I was going to ask you if you knew which.
This is David Lee Roth, I think. Yeah.
I was wondering if you knew if it was Van Hagar or Van Roth.
I can tell them apart usually, but I'm one of the few that I think I actually prefer Sammy Hagar.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people are surprised to hear that, but not by much. They're both good.
Fair enough. 2 more, Rob. Disorderly conduct, 200 block of West Columbia Street. Female with a shopping cart is chasing a male. She spit on him and pushed the cart into a truck.
I saw this one. What is that all about?
I don't know.
Hold on, let's take this one from the top. So it's a woman with a shopping cart,
Yep.
but not like at a grocery store, right? That's like her home.
Disorderly conduct, 200 block of West Columbia Street. I'm not sure where the 200 block of West Columbia is, but it's a female with a shopping cart, and she's chasing a man, and she spit on him, and she pushed the cart into a truck. No word if it was her truck, if it was his truck, if it was somebody's truck driving down the road. I don't know.
Do we do anything with these people? Like when we go, like I'm assuming the police go investigate this.
We send them to Atlanta.
I wish. I don't think that woman's on her way to Atlanta, unfortunately.
No.
I don't think you need to send somebody that spits on strangers somewhere where she could get a disease and then transfer it to more people.
Okay, honestly, I'm asking this question legitimately. What do we like? Do we take that woman to jail? Do we just sternly ask her to stop? Like, when the police get there, what happens?
I know she'll go to jail for spitting on someone.
Yeah, that's assault.
Okay, well, I hope she does.
It's assault with bodily fluid.
What do they do with the shopping cart?
I don't know. Put it in the impound.
Okay.
But one of those, what are they called that you put on the wheel?
Like an evidence tag?
One of the boots?
Yeah, put a boot on it.
Put a boot on the shopping cart. That would be excellent. All right, we have one more, Kat?
All right, one more. And this one, Rob.
My shopping cart got a boot. What a visual that is. Nice work, Shandell.
All right, this one is less like ha-ha funny and more that this just personifies everything that It Came From Evansville Watch is, and everything that we do every Monday with Evansville Watch, and everything that makes Evansville just Evansville.
If this is not a hype up to a story, my goodness, what have you got?
Again, it's not anything. It is the personification of all of that. Traffic, non-injury traffic accident on West Franklin Street at 7th Avenue. A scooter has hit the back of a parked car.
Hashtag Evansville.
Hashtag Evansville. Hashtag scooter problems. That car came out of nowhere.
Now, the only thing that would make it more Evansville would be if that scooter ran into the car carrying 14 pounds of meth that you reported about in the first news break today.
Oh, that's right.
That would have made it even more Evansville.